All right. All right. Um, Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. More important, I'm gonna put you guys on mute so there's no background noise. Hang on. And then if you have any questions at the end of this, we'll take you off mute. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope all the mothers had a great day. Couldn't ask for better weather, that's for sure. Congratulations, we made it another week. Does anybody feel accomplished? I feel a little accomplished. This is crazy time. So every time I make it this Sunday, I'm like, okay, and we'll do it again. We do it again. So we made it another week. So this so this parent meeting, I wanted to share the phased plan for returning the play. I have the opportunity of being on several panels with other organization of other directors in the area, out of the area, just a lot of forward-thinking people and just a lot of people that know the business and understand what we're doing and collaborating resources, etc. So I wanted to share the phase plan with you so you guys have an idea of when we will return to play. We will return to play. That's obviously the goal. So we're going to move to right now. We are in phase one, and our phase one is just the virtual stuff that we've been doing, which is the basketball practices, basketball.
But I hope you don't mind, but I'm the manager.
There you go. Basketball practices, basketball trainings. We have our magic in the classroom. What else do we have? We have our guest speakers, our leadership from our high school all the way down to our younger kids. Just a lot of stuff that are highlighted, that aren't necessarily highlighted because we play a lot of tournaments. So these are things that we have in place. They're just highlighted now because you know we're not playing. So I'm excited about that piece of it because I think coming back will just be stronger as individuals, stronger teams, etc. So phase one is the virtual trainings and practice. Phase two will be our small group trainings. And phase two will happen when the gym opens, when the facilities opens. So the facilities open during phase two of the state phases. So our phase two our phase two will happen when phase two happens, which is small groups, no equipment sharing, mostly training, one coach to 8 or 9 kids, etc. So that'll kind of be the model. We'll move to phase three, which will be team practices. And those practices will consist of walkthroughs, and still doing some of the social distancing, etc. Phase four will be full practices, really preparing for tournament play. And then obviously phase five is our return to tournament play. So given those phases, what we don't have is a time frame between each. Phase two and phase three, it could be a week or two between. It could be 1 week. It could be, we don't know yet because obviously this is all new. But we know that these are the phases that we'll go through. The practice facility, which is Fit Republic, they now have guidelines and they're going to share those with us, and then I will post those, and then we'll talk about it next week if you have questions. But they're going to post their gym guidelines on how we can participate as a basketball organization and use the facility. Everything's new, but at least I think we're moving forward. And then the tournaments, and nationally, we play with USJN, and they will have guidelines too on the facilities they use, specific facilities they use, whether it's convention centers, whether it's smaller venues. And then Hoop Source is our typical local regional tournament, and they will too have their criteria and guidelines for their tournaments. So everyone has guidelines, everyone will have kind of different processes, but what's nice is everyone's at least sharing it now so we can start planning now. Again, like I said last week, nothing in the summer has been canceled. Everything in the spring has been moved to the summer, and they've extended the summer. So we're still moving forward. If things change, then we pivot and we change. But as of right now, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. So we will play. We just don't know when. We just don't know where. I'm sorry. We know where. We just don't know when specifically. What else? In the interest of time and Mother's Day and the Jordan thing that's on pause over there, I wanted to get through this and then open it up for questions right away. So I don't really have new information other than sharing the phased model. But do you guys have any questions? I'm hoping you're receiving the Friday updates that came out Saturday. Today I was a little late. I was up late. But so Friday updates have pretty much everything that's kind of moving and continue to move. And then Sunday, I like to follow up to make sure your questions are answered. And if you have any extra questions, I'm here to answer those. Questions? You're on mute if are you on mute? Carl, were you talking? You're on mute. You want me to unmute you? No. Okay, talking.
I have a question. Is there a way to, is there like a website or something like that we can get some of these details? And I kind of ran in a couple minutes late. But can we get some of these details like on the, the AAU website, or, like they have guidelines that we can look up there?
Sure. Well, specifically the tournaments we use, is that what you mean? Or
no, but I mean, just like all these return to play guidelines and stuff like that. Do they have anything specific that they're going to do, like for social distancing, or I mean?
Right. So yes, they do. So the facilities that we use, which is Fit Republic, they'll have guidelines. The tournament directors are posting their guidelines too for return to play, and I'll absolutely share those with you guys.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Where do we get that information? So you're going to share a link or something like that?
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, it's in the newsletter. I put it or in the Friday updates under the Hoop Source. It's a direct link. So if you just click Hoop Source, they that's their website where they posted their guidelines, and they're updating it frequently. And then also USJN.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Also on our website, we have the USA specific guidelines that's what we model from. And then each facility and each organization kind of customizes it to meet themselves. So if you go on our website, northwestmagic.org, the first link you'll see return to play guidelines. I guess that answers your question better.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other questions?
I have a real quick question. Did the jerseys all come in?
Yes, if you ordered the uniforms, I have them. I just divided them right now. So if you want to do a pickup, just let me know. And they're all organized. A couple people came by today. So just appreciate a text before you come, just in case I'm out at the store or something. But you give me 30 minutes or so, make sure somebody's here. But they're here if you order them. The group that's in Eastern Washington, I think there's 4 or 5 of you, so I can mail that group to one person, and then maybe you guys can coordinate it and get it to the others. But
In Pasco?
Pasco, Yakima area, so I'm not sure exactly.
I was thinking about I was thinking about not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after, taking a trip out to Pasco for the weekend. I could maybe haul some out if I go.
There you go. Okay, sounds good. All right. Any other questions? We're good. All right.
I don't have a question, but I would like to thank you for being so engaged through all this.
Oh,
You know, I mean, we're all paying some cash, you know, to keep our kids in this and whatever. And you're putting more time and effort into this than our teachers are. So I just want you to know I really appreciate
don't get Gerald started.
Don't
on
even
that.
get me started on that. Do not get me started on that right here.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but I absolutely love it, and what it's doing for me too. I'm getting a lot out of it myself. I'm getting to know the girls and the boys a lot better. You know, it's a different format, but you know, I love it. I love it. So we'll probably keep up something like this. You know, obviously we're not going to keep this model, but I think we'll keep some parts of this where we have a day in the classroom, just to kind of sit down and do some other stuff off the court. So yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, we won't talk about those schools stuff. So yeah. Anything else, guys? All right.
No, thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Wait, let's take our picture. We don't see a lot of faces. Where's the faces? Let's take our picture.
You have to tell it. You have to tell it.
Okay, let's see. There you go. There you go. Let's see our faces, guys. There you go. There you go. We got some poses. Couple poses. Good. All right. Wait. We're waiting for a couple more. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks. Have a good night.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
You too. Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day, Vanessa.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Mothers.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
guys, enjoy Michael Jordan. It's birthday. All right.